everything that you need to know about being a vegan. First of all, what is a vegan? Vegetarians do not eat meat, fish, or poultry. Vegans, in addition to being vegetarians, do not use other animal products and byproducts, such as eggs, dairy products, honey, leather, fur, silk, wool, cosmetics, and soaps derived from animal products. So why be a vegan? Many people choose to become a vegan for health, environmental, and/or ethical reasons. For example, some vegans feel that one promotes the meat industry by consuming eggs and dairy products. That is, once cows or egg-laying chickens are too old to produce, they are often sold as meat. And since male calves do not produce milk, they usually are raised for veal and other products. Some people avoid these items because of the conditions associated with their production. Many vegans choose this lifestyle to promote a more humane and caring world. They know they are not perfect, but believe they have a responsibility to try and do their best while not being judgmental of others. What are the components of vegan nutrition? The key to a nutritionally sound vegan diet is variety. A healthy and varied vegan diet includes fruits, vegetables, plenty of leafy greens, whole grain products, nuts, seeds, and legumes. So how do they get protein? It is very easy for a vegan diet to meet the recommendations for protein, as long as calorie intake is adequate. Strict protein planning or combining is not necessary. The key is to eat a varied diet. Almost all foods except for alcohol, sugar, and fats provide some form of protein. Many vegan sources include lentils, chickpeas, tofu, peas, peanut butter, soy milk, almonds, spinach, rice, whole wheat bread, potatoes, broccoli, and kale. Fats. Vegan diets are free of cholesterol and are generally low in saturated fat. Thus, eating a vegan diet makes it easy to conform to recommendations given to reduce the risk of major chronic disease such as heart disease and cancer. High-fat foods which should be sparingly used include oil, margarine, nuts, nut butter, seed butter, avocado, and coconut. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is not found in the vegan diet, but can be made by humans following exposure to sunlight. At least 10 to 15 minutes of summer sun on hands and face 2 to 3 times a week is recommended for adults so that vitamin D production can occur. Food sources of vitamin D include vitamin D fortified soy milk and rice milk. Calcium. Calcium needed for strong bones is found in dark green vegetables. Tofu made with calcium sulfite, calcium fortified soy milk, and orange juice, and many other foods are commonly eaten by vegans. Although lower animal protein intake may reduce calcium losses, there is currently not enough evidence to suggest that vegans have lower calcium needs. Vegans should eat foods that are high in calcium and/or use a calcium supplement. The following sources are a great source of calcium: soy or rice milk, collard greens, blackstrap molasses, tofu processed with calcium sulfate, calcium fortified orange juice, tofu processed with nigari, cooked kale, tahini, and almonds. Other good sources of calcium include okra, turnip greens, soybeans, tempeh, almond butter, broccoli, bok choy, and commercial soy yogurt. The recommended intake for calcium adults 19 through 50 is 1,000 milligrams per day. Zinc. Vegan diets can provide zinc levels close to or even higher than the recommended daily intake. Zinc is found in grains, legumes, and nuts. Iron. Dried beans and dark green leafy vegetables are especially good sources of iron, better on a per calorie basis than meat. Iron absorption is increased markedly by eating foods containing vitamin C along with foods containing iron. A few sources of iron include soybeans, lentils, blackstrap molasses, kidney beans, chickpeas, black-eyed peas, Swiss chard, tempeh, black beans, prune juice, beet greens, tahini, peas, bulgur, bok choy, raisins, watermelon, millet, and kale. Omega-3 fatty acids. In order to maximize production of DHA and EPA, vegans should include good sources of alpha-linolenic acid in their diets, such as flaxseed oil, canola oil, tofu, soybeans, and walnuts. Vitamin B12. The requirement for the human body in vitamin B12 is very low. Non-animal sources include Red Star nutritional yeast. It is especially important for pregnant women and lactating women, infants, and children to have reliable sources of vitamin B12 in their diets. Numerous foods are fortified with B12, but sometimes companies change what they do, so always read labels carefully or write to the companies. Tempeh, miso, and seaweed are often labeled as having large amounts of B12. However, these products are not reliable sources of the vitamin because the amount of B12 depends on the type of processing. Vegetarians who are vegan can also obtain B12 from dairy products and eggs. Common vegan foods would include oatmeal, stir-fried vegetables, cereal, toast, orange juice, peanut butter, frozen fruit dessert, lentil soup, salad bar items like chickpeas and 3-bean salads, dates, apples, macaroni, fruit smoothies, popcorn, spaghetti, and vegetarian baked beans. Vegans also eat tofu, lasagna, homemade pancakes without eggs, hummus, eggless cookies, soy ice cream, tempeh, corn chowder, soy yogurt, rice pudding, fava beans, banana muffins, spinach pies, falafel, corn fritters. When eating out, here's some ideas of foods that you can try to maintain your vegan diet. Pizza without cheese, Chinese mushu vegetables, Indian curries and dal, eggplant dishes without the cheese, bean tacos without the lard and cheese, Middle Eastern hummus and tabbouleh, Ethiopian flatbread and lentil stew, Thai vegetable curries. Here's some ideas for how to replace eggs and dairy. As a binder substitute for each egg, you can blend tofu with banana, applesauce, and cornstarch. Other substitutes that can be made for dairy products include soy milk, rice milk, potato milk, nut milk, or water. Soy cheese is available in some health stores. Crumbled tofu can be a substitute for cottage cheese or ricotta cheese in lasagna and similar dishes. And there are several brands of non-dairy cream cheese which are available at select grocery stores. Hopefully, all of these tips will help you on your journey to maintaining a healthy vegan diet.